Evening all. So this massive aurora that I've been telling people about for days, turns out I couldn't even get out myself for it, but it's almost 9 o'clock, well actually it's just after 9 o'clock now, and I am free now. I probably missed the best part of it, I don't know, all my friends have gone to different places. The closest spot I can get to that's reasonably dark will be the hill of Tara or Bective Abbey. I can be there in less than an hour. So I've just pulled into the garage, grabbed myself a cup of tea, and I'm gonna hit the road. I have my Google Maps on there. I'm just going to follow that. Hopefully I didn't miss out too much. So I'm only 30 minutes away. Do you know what I love? A bit of positive feedback. I'm after getting a message there from somebody saying, I've just witnessed my first ever aurora thanks to your reel that I seen earlier, telling them where to go, when to go and explaining everything about it, and they got to see that first ever aurora. So I'm delighted. Well done for listening to me. Nah, just kidding, but you know, fair play. It's great when you see our first aurora. I'm hoping I haven't missed out on the best of the show. I seen the lads posting shots saying it's overhead and everything now, and I was raging because I was stuck in a room that I just couldn't get out of for a few hours. And I am about 27 minutes away according to Google Maps. Now I know the way, I just put on maps just to see how long it was going to take me. So I'm just stuck on the motorway here. As soon as I get past this bit, the traffic will speed up a bit because it has been going really slow. Maybe some of the lads are down here, I don't know. I know that some of them are talking about, but there's others that gone to a lake down in Wicklow, which I really would love to get the reflection of the lake. Other friends that I normally go out with, they're gone up to Dundalk to get that lone train. Again, it's a shot I'd love to get, I never got. Bective, like, it's alright, it's an old ruin. I was there before in the previous video you probably saw, but it's just north is not directly over, but if it starts moving like it did last time all over the sky, it'll be lovely. Now I could go to Hill of Tara, which is 10 minutes around the corner. It's probably a bit closer than Bective, 10 minutes closer, but there's no composition there, but you can see the sky all over. So look, I'll decide when I get here and see what looks best. All I'm after is the sky. Composition will be nice, but I'll be happy if I can just get to see aurora. This place is packed out. So I just pulled up to Bective Abbey. I could barely get into the car park. There's so many people here. But look at this. Like, is this showing this camera? That's north behind me. So you're talking all the way north to south. And even for it to show up on this camera is unreal. The reds and everything. There's loads of photographers here. And do you know what? I don't know when they are because it's so dark. Actually showing up on this camera for once. There's a lot of people here in the car park, like I said, but I'm shooting not a time lapse, sorry, a panoramic. So I have my camera in portrait mode, even though you can't see it. You probably can't see it. It's there. And I'm shooting all the way around to pick up this whole sky from, I think it's south to west, is it? Look at that, like. Beautiful. From Bective Abbey now. Sorry guys, just I find it very hard to film when there's so many people here. But again, I'm just shooting shots of the castle. I have a second tripod there, but I'm after leaving it in the car because I'm tempted to leave this one running on time lapse and run back and get the other one just to get shots. Just it's the only composition I can get at the minute is this because there's so many people here to be in my shots the other way. I don't know how you can see them all there. But I rang a friend of mine to see if he was here. He said he'd be here in 10 minutes, he's on the way, so when he comes I might get him to watch my camera and I'll run back and grab my other tripod. So I made it back to my car. As I was coming out I bumped into a few lads that I do actually know. I always meet someone here I know. It's great, but I came back to get my second tripod so I can shoot a time lapse. Hello. I'm hoping this red big arc is not gone before I get back. I can't really put a light on. I know this is probably going to be a terrible video, but if I put a light on, there's so many photographers here, they'll probably bleed and kill me. So I better not. Even then I have to walk around them all here.
It looks good behind that cottage too.
Yeah. I'm just getting down here away from everyone.
You're like a celebrity, man.
I'm just being unsociable. I have the camera on the low light feature and I know it doesn't follow it in low light, so what I'm doing, I'm just setting up a second camera here just so I can shoot a bit of a time lapse. Oh sorry, the other camera is there shooting a time lapse and I'm going to do some panos and stuff with this one. So let me try to tilt this down. It doesn't follow me in low light mode, there's nothing I can do. Like I said, I can't keep putting the light on with all the people here, but you can clearly see the reds in naked eye, so I'm going to go get some shots of that and we catch up in a minute. Shooting away on the two cameras now. I have the 16mm and on the Canon 6D, and I'm after shooting a big panoramic from there over the old cowshed house over there, whatever it is, like an old white building. I call it a cowshed, it's probably a house at some stage. But I went all the way across the sky, over the abbey here and back down the other side, and it was all red, and the time lapse on the R6 with the 14mm is running this way, and I died off, but it's just coming back now again, so I'm glad I left that running. I can't believe how well this is actually showing up on the Osmo Pocket 3 because it never normally shows up. It does look a bit out of focus, but yeah, maybe that's better. You can see the reds, but look, it's literally, it's all around me, it's behind me and everything now. Unreal. I'd love to put my light on and just, you know, show you and have a bit of a chat, but I don't really want to do it with all the people here. So it's gone a bit dead there for the minute, so I'm just going to have a quick flick through my shots. Hang on, I'm pressing the right button. This one, see if you can actually see the sky moving. I don't know if you can see that now. Gets nice and intense there for a bit. And that was part of the big pano I'm shooting. Let me just put a light on for a second because there's a lot of people have left now, so I'm alright to put a light on. It has died off a bit and my lens is completely covered in geo, and if you can see that, it shows you how cold it is now. My friend Milo is here. I'm tempted to head where I was going to go in the first place, the spot down in Kildare called Ballinafad Church, and it could be nice, but there's no guarantee it's going to kick off again, and it's another, well, less than an hour maybe to get there, but then I have another hour home from there as well, like, and again walk in the morning. So decisions. Gonna grab some hand warmers out of the car and get them on the camera anyway, because like I say, the thing is dewing up, and it would give it maybe half an hour and make the decision then whether we're going to stay here or whether we're going to head off to Ballinafad or go home, one or the other. But we'll see what happens.
Bad competition, fairness.
So the BZ is on minus 41.5. We only need about minus 7 to see from here. Minus 45. Magnetic field is climbing. Density is climbing. Solar wind is still in around 700. So everybody's packed up and left here.
Yeah.
Apart from myself and Milo. But
oh, sorry.
It's good. I think it's going to kick off again. I mean, you can still see bits of green in the sky, but just we need the pillars for it to kick off. So the BZ got down to minus 45 and it is kicking off again over the little house there, all the way up, and again back over the Bective Abbey over there. So the time lapse shooting over that way, and I'm just getting shots here, but the dew on the lens, even with the hand warmers, it's so cold. I might have to run back to my car and get my gloves for the first time this year. It's still beautiful.
Guys, this is insane.
Look at this.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Got a corona straight above the head. Unreal. I don't know where to be pointing the camera. I've got some shots over here. I've got some over there that way. And at the minute I'm shooting straight up to try and pick up the corona. Wow. And most people are gone home. There's nobody left here. I knew this was going to happen when everyone left. Wow, 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 wow.
Guys, I was saying the same as I said on May 10th, that the stats are the best stats I've ever seen, but I didn't want to jinx it by saying it's going to be as good as May 10th. It's as good as May 10th. I mean, at the time I said that was a once in a lifetime event. Oh, wow, we just saw it again. Okay, maybe I'm jumping the gun a bit because the corona wasn't dancing above my head the way it was last. It appeared so vividly there though, red. Look, the sky's glowing red in either direction there, in front of me and behind me there, completely red. I don't know if it shows up on this. You see there behind me? Still completely red, and over here. Like, but I tried to do a big pano, big mad rush pano. I don't know if I got it or not. I also turned the camera up to try and shoot a time lapse of the corona, but to be honest, it wasn't moving that much that I stopped it. And I'm not even sure the camera was shooting, but the sky's still all, it's glowing green behind me, everything. Like, this is, wow. May 10th and October 10th are definitely going down in Irish history as the Aurora nights of 2024. So I'm on the road again. I was going to head home, but I've been talked into heading to Ballinafar Church by my friend Milo, which is where I was planning on going in the first place. It's currently 1:10. The Aurora has died off. We had an epic show there, so I'm hoping we're going to get another epic show. So it's a 50-minute drive to Kildare. So I'm currently in Meath, heading to Kildare. Hopefully it'll kick off again, shoot there for a while, and then I have to head back to Dublin to go to work. I really hope this kicks off because I'm going well out of my way now at this hour. Let's see what happens. I need to take the light off my face so I can see where I'm going actually. The sky is still clear anyway.
Yeah.
Church is over there, and
So
yeah,
north is.
there is green. You can see it on the camera there.
There is, yeah.
So yeah, let's just set up. And I've just arrived at this Ballinafar Church spot, and the skies are still green and red. But oh, I'm changing my settings here. I'm just going to try and call up my last image and say I just took a quick 15-second exposure there. See if we can just. that's what it looks like. Now I'm hoping we get another outburst like we did earlier, but for the minute that will do. I am happy with that. The aurora is starting to get a bit brighter again. Hopefully it kicks off, get a shot over this church. I wanted to get over this church for a long time actually, since I've seen some of the other lads' shots, and I just never got around to it. Always just sunsets there, but shooting away on a time lapse there on the Canon R6 with the 14mm. Still had the hand warmers on because of the dew on the lens, and we are standing in a wet field, but it looks promising. I'm setting up my second camera. I'm just looking for another shutter release because the aurora's kicking off again, which is exactly what I wanted. Oh, we're even getting purples on it. So I have one camera set up here, and I just moved down just to get a slightly different composition. I moved down the other way, so that camera's running there, and I'm going back down here to set up another one. There's some lovely spikes flying up in the sky there now. Nice pillars. I've two cameras shooting away. They're both shooting at the church, just from different angles. One's up that end, one's down this end. As always, I'm the last man standing. Milo's just left me, and the other two lads that we met here, they went a while ago, so I'm on my own. It's 5 to 4 in the morning, but if I go home, like, I'll only get an hour's sleep before I have to go to work, and I'll be more tired, so I'm just going to hang on for the extra hour. I'm going to wait till 5, and then I should be home by 6, so I can just get ready and go to work. Going to be a long day, of course, but I'm still shooting away here with the two cameras. There's a lot of reds kind of over to me right. There's no composition there, some trees on the hill, and I don't want to turn now because it's a nice composition. There's a lovely spike just coming up over the church. I was saying as soon as all the lads leave that I'll end up getting I'm sorry Milo, you went off there, that I'll end up getting great aurora as soon as the lads leave, because that seems to be what happened up in Bective, and it's usually what happens. My light just keeps going off there. Strange. Maybe the battery's gone. Yeah, it's gone off again. So the battery just went in my Canon 6D, and like, I've been shooting the same battery all night, and the other, the R6, is still shooting away up there as well. So I'm happy enough with that, and I think I have some great shots from tonight. To be honest, there was times where I didn't know where to point the camera. Let me put the big light on for a minute. I didn't know where to point the camera. I tried pointing it overhead for the corona, but it wasn't moving fast enough, so I gave up on that, and then I switched back over to north, but then south was looking better, so I switched back to there. So I ended up just setting up one camera looking either way and doing a load of time lapses. So even though both cameras are kind of facing at the church here, one's looking a bit that way and one's looking a bit the other way, so they should be slightly different. And a meteor went over. I didn't see it, but I heard the lad shouting, but they said it went over the church, so I just had a look, and I think I have it in my shot. I didn't want to stop the time lapse, I just had a quick look and started it again, but I think I have it going through the shot. If I have, sure, I'll show you, sir. Anyway, I've another hour to go. Whether it kicks off or not, I don't know, but it's currently 1 degree. I am bloody freezing. I'd love a cup of tea. I haven't had it all night, but so look, this is what we do for the hobby, and I love it. What a night. I'm so cold. It's 0 degrees now. My camera's in my bag. We're freezing over. I've just gotten back into the car and put the heating on for a bit. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. The battery died on my head torch. I had to use my phone to find my way back to my car. It's a tiny little road there. I'm going to do about a 20-point turn to turn around here, but you look, going to get done, get home, get a nice hot cup of tea, and head off to work, unfortunately. But I think I got some brilliant shots tonight. Like, the aurora was so good. I can't wait to show you all. So here's from here. Until next time.